Broncos kind of put a full court press on. Like, this was their guy, their top target as a pass rusher in free agency, and they let that be known to the extent that you can, right, through his agent. And as of Monday night, I feel like Randy Gregory had kind of made a decision like he was going to go to Denver, but he hadn't heard from Jerry Jones yet. And then as he did throughout the day Tuesday, changed his mind. And then according to what Gregory's agent has put out there, he said the Cowboys came in late with some different contract language that upset him, and he went back to Denver. The Cowboys say that's standard contract language. They probably feel like, that Gregory changed his mind and the agent's covering for him, which would be part of his job. But ultimately, Denver made him feel wanted in a way that the Cowboys apparently didn't, and that's why he ends up
Why
there.
did you laugh when he said that?
It's the beauty of the courtship, right? What did they say? The devil's in the details, right? You talk about it
Yeah.
And, I was in a similar situation with the Ravens and dealing with the Jets, right? And it comes down to the language that is very, very important. You talk about injury offsets and skill deprivation, all those things, which means, hey, I can cut you if your productivity drops, and I can just blame it on not that it was a different year. You had a great year the year before. You're getting old. And listen,
So you think this really is about the contract and not about the team?
And also, it's about the quarterback, I believe, too, because I think ultimately you ask yourself, do you want to hitch your wagon to Russell Wilson or do you want to hitch your wagon to Dak Prescott? And I've always said that I believe that Dak Prescott was the Steve Madden of the quarterback thing, meaning that he's the imitation version. It's good, but just not quite as good as Russell Wilson. When you look at it, Russell Wilson is a proven leader. He's a guy that's been to 2 Super Bowls, and Dak Prescott always comes up small when the moments gets big. And right now, the hot team right now is the Denver Broncos, and it's about where you at, and it's about location, location, location. And right now, I think you have a better chance in securing a playoff spot in a victory and an opportunity at the Super Bowl in Denver than in Dallas. So yes, I said I don't care about that division. I don't care what the Chargers have done. I don't want that heat from you, TB. We're supposed to be boys.
Tannenbaum is losing his mind over here. What?
Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz?
If I'm a Hall of Fame caliber player, you think I care the hell who I'm going against? I'll take me against anybody.
You think Randy Gregory's a Hall of Famer?
Let me bring
No.
the quarterback.
Russell Wilson is Hall of Fame.
So I wasn't expecting it to go here, but Bart took us there. Where does Randy Gregory have a better chance to get to the Super Bowl? I don't know if that's part of his thinking in this or not. But in Denver or in Dallas? What do you think?
Man, I would have to say, there's still a factor in my mind of an unproven coaching staff there, okay, in Denver. And of course, there's an unproven coaching staff in Dallas. Sure. Those guys making blunders left and right. Of course, yes, but still, what's Hackett going to do there? Yeah, Russell's got a better playoff record. I saw that, but you got that defense in Dallas in this, it's a toss-up for me. I just don't think Gregory made the choice thinking Russell's better than Dak. I don't think he made the choice. I thought that language was the main reason why.
Let me ask you a separate question, Tannenbaum, because there is an app that you were telling me about today that I will admit I did not know about, but I'm going to download it. What is it, and why could it still wind up being a factor?
So there's an app where you can actually track private planes in our country. So I am going to track Jerry Jones until 3:59 and 59 seconds East Coast time, and here's why. The only place that Randy Gregory, under the rules, that he could sign until 4 o'clock today is with the Dallas Cowboys. And I think we would all think that it would not be beyond the scale of reason that Jerry Jones gets on that plane that we could track on our app and watch him fly to wherever Randy Gregory is and say, hey, I think we had a little bit of a miscommunication. Sign right here. Yeah. It's all good. You're a Dallas Cowboy. We got a couple other sponsors that want to get on the phone with you, and you're going to be good to go. And Jerry Jones is a great salesman. He's a great closer. And I don't think it's beyond the scale of reason to think that's going to happen between now and 4 o'clock.
So, Teddy, let me circle it back to where I intended to begin.
I don't have that. I don't have that app. That's for GMs and quarterbacks.
It wasn't for my
players, but
let me ask you a question, Teddy.
I would do everything I was. Yeah, Jerry Jones, do everything you can. If someone's flip-flopping, flip-flop them back. Because if it can be done, Jerry can do it. And if I'm one of them defensive players on Dallas, I'm putting the full court press on Randy Gregory. Calling, texting, come on back. It's the same money. Fix the language, anything like that. Because this guy was so valuable when he was on the field. Yeah. They had more takeaways than touchdowns allowed. 17-14 when Randy Gregory was on the field. When it happens, that pass rush, forcing the quarterbacks for errant throws, interceptions, the defensive back. quarterback. Everybody benefits. This is a huge loss for Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it yesterday. We thought this was the most important player for them to bring back.
Absolutely, because you need somebody opposite, because then that forces you to have to maybe put Michael Parsons down there and rush more, where he can't be like that Swiss Army knife. I tell you what, this is the season of courtship. This is what free agency is all about. When somebody shows up with a bag of cash at 12 o'clock, 11:50, 12 o'clock, and just gives it to him.
That was Rex.
Listen, and Randy Gregory feels wanted, and if I'm Jerry Jones, what I'm going to lean on is his emotional strengths. I said, listen, bro, we stuck with you through 2 suspensions because of drugs. We stayed with you. We want some loyalty. We showed you loyalty. And guess what? That money go a little bit farther here with no state taxes. You gotta talk to his mama. You gotta do all that stuff. You gotta be at his doorstep now, because he's never seen that level of desperation from Jerry Jones. It's nothing like seeing a billionaire beg.
Oh, there are still words to live by. We still have 7 hours until this can officially happen, so we will keep a close eye on it. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.